So I wasn't planning on making this video today, but I was driving earlier and my TPMS light came on. So when I got to my destination, I checked all the tires and turns out one was about 15 psi lower than the other. And as you can see, I have a nail in my tire. So I figured this would be a good time to show you how to fix it. So you don't have to use a jack, but I find that if you take some of the weight off the tire, when you pull the nail out of the tire and then you use the reaming tool, which you'll see in a minute, it helps to keep the air in the tire and it's a lot easier to do the next steps. So here I have the actual plug. Now you can buy a kit at Walmart, you can buy a kit at Harbor Freight. This is a Harbor Freight kit. You'll see that in the drill I have the reaming tool and you'll see what that's used for, but it's going to kind of make the hole more uniform so that when you actually go to stick the plug in the hole, it has a nice seal and doesn't leak. I'm using a little bit of lubricant that comes with the kit. You can see the tire plug is there, because once you start this process, it goes really, really quick. So I'm going to use a screwdriver here to pull out the screw. And I tried to use a pair of pliers, but it was so flat against the tire that I couldn't get under it to pull it out. The screwdriver made easy work of it. Now I put the reaming tool in a drill, as you'll see here. You see a little piece of rubber that flew out onto the ground. You're trying to make the hole as circular as possible and as uniform as possible. And this might be overkill here. I just find it's easier in a drill than by doing it by hand. But now air is actively leaking out of the tire. So you immediately want to just stick the plug in and then rip it out. And you want the plug to stay in the tire. You're just going to rip out the tool. And all you're going to do is use a pair of cutters. I use the big cutters first, and then you'll see I come in with a smaller set just to kind of get each piece off. You want it to be as flush to the tire as possible so it's not sitting there flopping around. But it is really simple to patch a tire, and dealerships charge way too much for this when you can do it yourself.